So in previous exams, you guys have been quizzed on your material knowledge, and certainly you've been studying that. And so in the past, we've rolled for studying. This exam's a little bit different, so we're not going to bother rolling, though your characters certainly would have going into this. On the day of your first final for your history course, where you've been learning about the history of Strixhaven University, how the school was founded, and what kind of keeps it going and how it functions on a daily basis, you are told to appear at Grand Loft Hall, which is a building on Silver Quill campus known for hosting lectures and talks. Going in, the other first-year students are just as uncertain and worried as you might be. They don't have any idea what to expect, and so walking into Grand Loft Hall is quite tense. The entryway is grand. There's marble and onyx stone everywhere, polished to a mirror sheen. The hallways are expansive. Your voices echo. The steps that you make, even just those, kind of echo back loudly in your ears. But you follow the instructions on your missive, sending you to a auditorium hall. Entering, you see a massive kind of amphitheater with rows of seating heading down to a central stage. On the stage is your history professor, which is another Owlin. This is a fellow Owlin. And he will instruct you all. Today, you will be applying your understanding of Strixhaven customs and history in a mock trial. Yes, you'll be assuming the roles of characters, fictitious, but perhaps based on historical figures you've studied in your coursework here, and you will be modeling a trial for one student's egregious mistake. Yes, please break up into groups of 5, find partners, divvy up your roles, and get familiar with the prompts. You'll be given lines on the fly. Your knowledge of history will help you improvise appropriate lines.
This is the worst exam ever.
I studied the wrong thing, guys.
Siri realizes that she doesn't have to, perform any knowledge at this point and is thrilled.
I memorized so many dates.
And none of it's going to matter. Vega looks thrilled.
This is so great.
I love this.
This is terrible.
All right. So you are presumably you guys group up together, and completely on
Each join a different group.
Please provide us with 20 NPCs.
And I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. I'll freaking do it. But just to keep things cohesive. And you will be randomly drawn to be the first group that goes up on stage and presents your mock trial. In this scenario, you have been given the roles of Dean of Order. One person will be playing the Dean of Order, who is of the opinion and of the priorities that the rules are of utmost importance and preservation of the campus social structure is paramount. One of you will be representing the Dean of Expression. We have these roles already assigned. Right, so Dean of Order is...
It's me.
Right, Helianthus will be representing the Dean of Order, kind of custodian of the rules. The Dean of Expression is going to be...
I think I was going to be that one.
All right, yes, Fergal as the Dean of Expression, who is a proponent of freedom to express oneself, even at some risk to others, because emotional safety and well-being and strength is more important than anything else. We'll also have present a representative of the campus custodians.
Me.
That will be Siri, who is responsible for discussing the impact that all of this has had on the campus. We have a hapless bystander.
Me.
That's Stella, who will be someone injured in the incident. And last but not least, Vega is the student at the heart of this trial, whose senior project ended in disaster, causing catastrophe, the injury of one bystander, damage to the campus property, and drawing the ire of the Dean of Order, and perhaps the adoration, or at least admiration, of the Dean of Expression. So, Vega, step forward in the middle of this improv mock trial and tell the assembled crowd and your fellow actors what it is that you did.
I suppose that, well, I'm here to just tell you the facts, I suppose, to open things up. I am, as you are aware, the head of the dueling club, and we thought that it would be perfectly reasonable as a show of our skills, a way to celebrate, you know, the duelists and the school and the skill that we gain while we are here on this grand campus, to summon something worthy of being fought. So we perhaps pulled in a couple of students with the ability to summon, and we thought, you know what? A devil is a perfect entity to treat with, you know, someone who's made of swords, who could do some really cool combat, who also knows some spells and could really help us, you know, with dueling. And they can be reasoned with, so we perfectly reasonably thought that we could summon a demon, fight it, and then all go our separate ways, and it would be really cool.
All right. And in actuality, of course, it ended in catastrophe. Awful things happened. Exactly what happened and how the bystander was injured is up to the other actors to determine. But there are further rules to this exercise the professor will outline for you. You've each been given prompts, lines you must incorporate into your dialogue. Each of the players has 5 lines. You can use any of those 5. You'll be getting more as you use them. And you are awarded points for incorporating these snippets of dialogue into your very believable improvisational acting through this mock trial. So without further ado, let's have our Dean
Can we look
of
at
Order.
our prompts, our lines?
You should have them if you click on that symbol above your portrait in Roll20.
Right.
That should
Cool.
show you your hand.
I just wasn't sure if we were supposed to like wait.
Oh yeah, no, you can see them now.
Okay.
And folks will be putting those cards into the map, and we'll all be able to see the line that they've used once they've used them. And we'll keep track of score. Each time you use a line, you get 1 point on our tokens with colored dots with numbers. All right, so without further ado, take it away, our Dean of Order.
Helianthus will look at Vega with her best attempts at a stern facial expression, and she will say, the dueling club is meant to duel each other, not summon demons to our campus, run amok with a devil, destroying things as you fling spells with all the force of a great typhoon, destroying ancient relics and pieces of art, and someone has gotten hurt. What could you have possibly thought was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen with this? Oh, come on. Oh, no. It's stuck. There we go.
All right, so 2 points for Elianthus.
In my defense, we didn't think that we truly believed we would be able to negotiate with this devil. We didn't think that anyone would get hurt, or worse, that I would get expelled.
Okay, I have one question there. You expect me to believe that? That you didn't think that anyone was going to get hurt? You left the biggest mess I've ever seen or had to clean up on this campus, and you didn't think that any of that was going to happen? I don't think so.
The campus, I don't really think that's relevant. I mean, I went along with this plan because I fully trusted the leader of the dueling club. And like they would never tell a lie or hurt me. So we just went along with it and accidentally sold my soul to the devil because they said it would get stronger. So I think I'm kind of very wounded now. I'm in much peril.
So
Alright.
you sold your soul to a devil.
It seems
Did
like a good
nothing.
idea.
Did you not stop and think what could go wrong selling my soul to a devil?
All right. So let me get this straight. You thought that if you were going to give your soul to it, that what it wasn't even its final form. It was going to get bigger and better if that's what you did. And then it did get bigger. It did get worse. So anyway, it just started blasting and then created a giant mess, which the custodian said, I'm not cleaning that up. But I want to get to my main philosophy, which is you can't just sit around and obey the rules. You've got to live is to risk it all. Otherwise, you're just an inert chunk of randomly assembled matter drifting wherever the universe blows you. And if this trial does not see that that is the best way to live, it will be a grave miscarriage of justice.
Okay, I see
have
what you-
never been so offended in my entire life at the desecration of the rules and order of our school.
See, I see what you did there, but you're all forgetting a very important point, which is this. What would the founders say that this has happened here on our campus? I mean, I can't speak for them. I mean, what am I, a dragon? No, I'm not. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I don't think that the founders of this school would be happy that this kind of behavior is going on either. I mean, think of the students. Think of how many students you could have put in danger.
I mean, I honestly think that if the dragons were here, they would say, tell me more. We want to hear more about what you've learned at our wonderful school that we've created and all these experiences. And I think they would look at me and they would say, I would never give you up and we would never let you down. We were here at the founding and we will be here forever and ever and always.
Why are you like this?
The problem is that I have never in my many years as a dean of this fine institution seen such devastation as this devil has wreaked upon our campus. You have destroyed things, countless important things, and you must pay the price.
Oh,
To
the
restore
damage
them.
wasn't that bad. You know, it'll buff right out. You know what I mean? Like that part that's sticking in over there that's not supposed to be there. Well, that whole thing will just come right off.
Not that bad. I'll have you know I have doomed myself to eternal damnation. I mean, I know no one lives forever, but this is not how I wanted my forever to be spent. I mean, how could you? And you never had a friend like me, so I thought that you would have valued what we had, but now we'll be separated forever.
I mean, I know it must be terrible not having a soul and all that. I'm just saying, like, that's hot a little bit. Like, a little bit that you don't have a soul. So, I mean, what if they can figure this out? Let's just go to the Bow's End, have a nice cold tankard, and wait for this all to blow over.
I mean, I love that idea. Why don't you go on with that?
No, absolutely not. I am on a mission from the founders of our school to uphold order and civilization and keep our students protected.
I mean, can't stop, won't stop. I think we should just go to a tavern.
You can't just protect and not do anything. You've got to embrace life, and you've got to say, I am not throwing away my shot.
Could you explain that further?
Well, yes. Like, our duelist friend here was taking the initiative, trying to create something, an experience that everyone would enjoy and would enrich them. And he took it and he embraced it, and he didn't throw that shot away. He took that shot, and I am proud of him for it.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't know about student enrichment. That's not my job. All I know is that that's a lot of damage, and then it exploded. So if we could just fix that part.
Wait, it's your job? You people are getting paid?
Well,
I mean, yeah, the benefits aren't great, but I mean, you know, it pays. What say you?
I know, victim, I know you've been through a lot, and you're grieving your lost soul, but what if you had a way to like express your grief? Can I offer you an art class in these trying times? Would that help?
Hey, I asked her first, okay? Like, step off.
We don't have to fight. I thought we were friends.
Did you offer me an art class as well? Tell me what you really mean. Is this all gonna be okay? Because I know that oceans rise and empires fall, but I mean, this risk was calculated and it was very, very bad math. I guess it'll be okay in the end. At the end of the day, it's night after all. I forgive you. Never see you again in after death, but I forgive you.
If it would help perhaps smooth things over, perhaps this one is for you. And Vega, points to Stella in her role. We could we could re-summon the devil and try to fight it to win back the soul that was lost.
oh
Set
no.
things right.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Could you do it somewhere
Anyway.
else? Because I'm not cleaning up after that.
Two wrongs make a right. Let's do it.
I disagree. I think we need to deal with this problem that you have caused here first. Actions have consequences, and unfortunately, you have made a mess of things. You need to atone and help the representative of campus custodians make right what has been done here.
Yeah,
Isn't
clean it
this-
up.
Isn't this an institution of learning? Shouldn't our students learn from their mistakes? So I say yes, re-summon that devil. Do better. Don't repeat your mistakes, but see what you did wrong and improve upon it.
So what you're saying is that people ask what's the point, and what the point is to make mistakes poorly the first time, but then make your mistakes better the second time.
Yes, and eventually they won't be mistakes at all.
And maybe put down like a drop cloth or something first.
Sure, yes.
Yeah.
Impressive, most impressive as it may be to be summoning a devil, I don't think you should do it again. Somebody has already lost a soul.
Let's go get it back.
That's not how that works.
I drop all charges. I drop my charges.
All right. So, the students
Did we
in
leave?
attendance at this lecture hall are clapping uproariously for the drama they've seen on stage unfold. Many of them were laughing maniacally over the course of the improv mock trial there. And certainly the professor was furiously keeping count as you guys knocked out line after line after line. At the end of it, before all the scores are tallied up and we count out who was the winner of this mock trial by numbers, each member of the trial can vote. Do you think that Vega's student who participated in the dueling club summoning a devil so that they could fight it, which caused one of the members to lose their soul, should be expelled, given the opportunity to remedially study and atone for their mistakes, but still work towards graduation, or graduate without impotence? We will first ask Helianthus's Dean of Order.
Can you clarify what graduate without imminence means?
Oh, graduate without obstacle. Sorry, it just means the senior project would be a success, and they could graduate without any further problems.
I mean, is there anything in the Strixhaven lore that we have learned that says summoning devils isn't allowed on campus?
Yes, that is against the rules.
Yeah. Then, as the Dean of Order, I must vote for expulsion.
All right, excellent. Injured party who has lost their soul, with few hopes to get it back, though some certainly do sparkle. What is your vote? Expulsion, remediation, or graduation?
Remediation. Held back a year so we can try it again and fix it.
All right, very even-handed of you. Fergal's Dean of Expression, what is your verdict?
My verdict is the same, that he needs to, he made a grave error, but can learn from it, and that's the important thing.
All right, excellent. And Siri's custodial representative, what is your verdict?
Also remediation, with caveat that part of the remediation involves spending a year on the grounds crew.
Community service.
Excellent. And student in question who caused this whole catastrophe in the first place, what is your verdict for yourself?
Graduation with imminence.
All right, well, by the grace of the mock court, Vega's student in question will be granted the opportunity to graduate on a subsequent year. The students all clap, and let's total up our lines used. I was distributing them as you guys went through it. You really blew through them a lot faster than I thought you would. That was excellent. Most of them made a whole lot of sense, so well done. I'm sorry we don't have a better way to display them on screen, but there are just too many too fast to organize in a fashion. Maybe you guys remember which ones you did, and you can tally those up.
Oh, geez.
I had 9 of them.
All right, nice.
I
nice.
lost track at 9, but I know I had more.
I had 7.
Nice.
I got stuck with a couple of weird ones in the middle, and I was like, these don't make any sense.
Oh, this one's fine.
I think I had 10. I was adding as I went, but did we even get that many cards?
There were 54 all told, so you could have gotten 10 or more cards, depending on the speed at which you burn through them.
I've got at
11,
least,
I think.
I've got at least 13, and there's some that are still like stuck in this pile over here that I can't click on.
All right,
That one's
cool.
fine.
Well, we'll give the title of Honorary Mock Trial Champion to Sirius Custodial Staff. Having blitzed through those lines in quick succession, you will get an extra student die for history and history only. And you get a small paper crown that says Monarch of the Mock Trial. It sparkles and casts little dim lights around you every so often.
Siri is more delighted than she probably needs to be about this.
All right. But in classical you guys fashion, you do pass your exam with flying colors. As this exam ends, and you see a lot of other mock trials go on with at least as zany lines. Other groups probably not delivering them with quite the panache you had, but certainly with flair all their own. You start to think that maybe Strixhaven isn't all bad. Clearly, if this sort of creative, expressive exercise is a means to examine you for learning, there's a lot to be found here beyond just the bookwork and drudgery of upper learning, though certainly you found plenty of that as well.